Well, a very good evening and welcome to the Soyuz Stadium in Akita for this MEIJI YASUDA J2 League encounter between Blaublitz Akita and Montedio Yamagata. It's game week 27, and for Blaublitz, well, they're running on empty at the moment. A run of 11 matches without a win, just 5 points better off the nose currently in the relegation places. Relegation is a serious threat for BB8 unless they can turn their fortunes around. 3 straight wins in early May has in fact given them the edge in the relegation fight, but since then they haven't picked up a single win. It's now over 2 months since they tasted victory. Visitors Montedio Yamagata are themselves enduring their worst patch of the season. 6 without a win. They've slipped into the bottom half, 6 points shy of the playoff places, which is their ultimate aim. They've drawn their last 3. Lost their last 3 at home, heaping pressure on coach Peter Klimowski. Blaublitz have seen attendances drop this season, averaging just under 2,000. Expecting to push that up today with a large sprinkling of good support from Montedio, who are one of the best supported teams in the division. It's only a short journey up from Yamagata for their supporters today. They have never lost to BB8 in a competitive match. The only time they've come here was last season, first ever league meeting, and it ended goalless. Well, Blaublitz make 3 changes to last weekend, and that includes a change of goalkeeper. Yoshiaki Are was sent off when these 2 sides met in April. Blaublitz Akita returns to the defence, and skipper Shuti Inabu is recalled to the home side's midfield. Montedio have a boost. Their top goal scorer, Del Toro, the Brazilian, is fit again after a long-term injury. He's amongst the substitutes. Ryoti Matsumoto, Ayuma Kawai and Seiji Kimura all coming in, the visiting team, also making 3 alterations. Shuto Inabe back in the side, the 28-year-old captain, former Albirex Niigata player, looking to make an impact, having spent a few matches on the bench.
まず今日の対戦相手山形の印象いかがでしょうか。
非常に攻撃力の高い、そしてクロスの攻撃、中盤のコンビネーション、それが素晴らしいチームだと思います。
この試合はその山形と秋田のダービーマッチとなります。今節にかける思いを聞かせてください。
東北の地で東北のチームと熱い試合をしたいと思います。
Ibuki Fujita, 31 now, he's still chipping in with the odd goal. 2 goals this season for the veteran midfielder. If you're looking for his inspiration in the midfield, 6 without a win for the Eagle Bees.
今日の対戦相手秋田ですが、どのようなチームだという印象をお持ちでしょうか。
Yeah, they're a strong team, hard-working team, very direct in their style. Very stop-start sort of game we're expecting, but what's important for us is how we play our game, how we play our football, control as much of the game as possible, and get 3 points for our supporters.
強いチームだと思いますし、本当にハードワークしてくるチームだと思います。長いボールもダイレクトに蹴ってくるチームでもありますし、またゲームが止まったりスタートしたりすることが多くなるゲームだと思いますけれども、それよりも自分たちが戦い方だったり自分たちのゲームをしっかりできるようにして、勝ち点3をサポーターに届けたいと思っております。
加入したばかりの選手が今節メンバーに入っていますが、特にディサロ選手にはどんなプレーを期待しますか。
Connect to a strong team performance as quick as possible, and it's all about the team. No matter who plays, we want to play our football and do the job and get the 3 points for our supporters and take the 3 points home.
チームでのパフォーマンスということをしっかりと、出せるように早くそういったところに馴染んでいってくれればいいと思いますし、うちのチームは誰が出ても、自分たちの戦い方、フットボールができるように、していきたいと思っております。そして勝ち点3を奪って、サポーターに届けたいと思いますし、勝ち点3を持ち帰っていきたいと思っております。
ありがとうございました。
どういたしまして。ありがとうございます。
That was Peter Klimowski, the Australian coach. His background is mainly as a fitness coach. You can expect the Eagle Bees to be fit for this one. Could be a turning point in the season. Montedio are going to need to turn things around quick if they are to readjust themselves and be part of the push for the playoff places. It's a congested area. Top half looking for those playoff berths. To start winning games, it's something they haven't done for 6 matches. Otherwise, they're going to be dragged into mid-table no man's land. That's just a dream for Blaublitz Akita at the moment, being in mid-table no man's land. Looking over their shoulders. Montedio climbing away from the bottom, and Mia picked up a win or 2 on their way as well. Relegation battle at the bottom still has drama to unfold. There's referee, there's Dai Matsumoto leading out the 2 teams. Have a change. It's the home side that have changed their strip today. Blaublitz Akita usually in the blue, as you can see by their mascot there. It's making friends. They're in white today. So they are distinct with their blue and white stripes.
それではここで6月12日大宮アルビージャ戦で J リーグ通算200試合出場を果たしました斉藤祐二選手に花束贈呈を行います。プレゼンターは斉藤選手のご家族です。それではよろしくお願いします。
Presentation is made to one of the players actually that's not playing a part today, MEIJI J2.
ありがとうございました。続きまして7月2日レノファ
Just
山
ranked
口
up
戦
his
で
50th appearance for the club.
通算
And
100
signed
試合
from
出場を果たしました高
Sakuma
瀬
Hero.
優子選手に花束贈呈を行います。プレゼンターはブラウゴンです。それではお願いします。
Another player playing no part today. Yuko Takazi. Experienced left back, but on the side at the moment with an injury.
ありがとうございました。斉藤選手、高瀬選手に今一度大きな拍手をお送りください。ここで本日のマッチスポンサー ATK システム新入社員の中野由美様、八島すみれ様より両チームキャプテンへ花束贈呈です。両チームキャプテンはどうぞ前へお越しください。
Let's have a check on the 2 teams. Both teams making 3 changes. The Blitzer have goalkeeper Yoshiaki Arai back in the side. As I mentioned earlier, sent off in the first of the 2 meetings between these 2 sides earlier in the season. So he'll be looking for his own personal revenge. Shuti Inaba, the captain, is back in the side, and Jirato Ikeda too back in the starting lineup. Kurinaga, Hanua and Tanaka, the goalkeeper, are the 3 players to drop out. They're all on the bench. Fukuine is back on the bench after an injury. Lost rights of sunshine on this beautiful evening. Akita. Let's have a check on the Montedio Yamagata side as well. J2 making 3 changes for this match. Big news is that De La Torre, 5 league goals this season. Brazilian Porto man, big spell at Queen's Park Rangers in England. He's on the bench after an injury. 3 changes on the field from the outset. 2 of those changes at the back. And 1 up front, Ryota Matsumoto. Gets the nod. Yet to score this season, the 31-year-old. Been out for quite some time with injury. I mentioned earlier, the referee is Dei Matsumoto. The line-up for Montedio. Seiji Kimura, Yumu Kaiwai coming in at the back, and Ryota Matsumoto up front. About ready to get underway. Confusing for me as much as anyone else when you put the preparation together and find that the home team have actually changed their colours today to a very light grey more than the white, and it's the usual blue and white stripes of Montedio. I think the thinking is that the Montedio away kit of a very light yellow would have clashed with both of Blaublitz's home and away kit, so the home team change. That's my own thinking, I might be wrong. A balmy evening. J2 action, long ball over the top, which Kimura turns back to goalkeeper Saki Goto. Clears. First touch, Kugure into corner, come off of Kawai. Chance to deliver the ball into the box for the visitors. We've got Akira Silvano in there in his debut. Signed this week from Shimizu S-Pulse. Towards a unpopulated away end. Goalkeepers let it drift. Fortuitously, was rescued by the referee's whistle. He was sent off when he last played against Montedio in the first fixture at the MB Soft Stadium 3 months ago. Hoping for a better outcome this time. Forward from Harai, straight from one goalkeeper to the other. Saki Goto. Good start this from Montedio. Signing go to the goalkeeper from Zvezda. It's by Akita, not very far. Turning and actually delivering the ball into the penalty area. Looked like a foul at first instance. He's actually sat on the ball and landed somewhat awkwardly in Arba. Ken Yoshida up on his feet. Free kick. Free kick. And move forward. 3 minutes gone. 0-0. Other games taking place simultaneous to this in the J2. Well, a little bit later on the table, Ryuki against MEIJI, the bottom two clashing in big match in Taku Kento Stadium on the Ryukyu Island. About half an hour that game kicks off. Must be Albrecht had a comfortable 3-0 win at Zvezda to stay top. Gota Sendai, fabulous 5-1 win away to Kuroda Morioka. Second. Oklahoma dropping down to third. They are playing at the moment against Jeff United, which won't be easy. Jeff United, recent away wins at VVN and the leaders Albirex. No mugs away from home. Said that, Oklahoma just taking the lead in that game. Here comes the delivery into the box. It will run away to Kato. It's good play. Drills it back across the face of goal. Dealt with by Kawhi. First real touch for Akira Silvano. Ends up with him being toppled. Shirt. Comes across, it's a good ball in. Lanced away by Keto. Curled back in again. Taken well by the goalkeeper, Goto. Minutes gone. Both sides still settling into this game. It's the home side that have made the productive start. Right from Fujita. Away, that's a good ball over the top. Silvano is off on after it. Here is Silvano. He's tall and he's quick. He's got an eye for goal. Masada. Sides desperate to halt and run without a victory. 6 games without a win from Montedio. That's really picked up the form book for them. very much part of the playoff picture. They're still capable of turning it around, but they need a good run. It's a nose dive. So too. Get the cross in. Given, despite the demonstrations. This opening. Yokohama are leading against Jeff United. No surprise on the score sheet as well. Koki Ogawa, his 17th J2 League goal of the season, top scorer by some way in this division. Down the channel. Just carefully out, good to his clearance. And the release, Kukabuk. Taro Kukabuk, 5 assists this season as well as 1 goal. Trying to get him on the ball. Chest of Sheesh. Shooter. Intelligent ball to the right hand side. Agurde with a cross. It was a good ball in as well. Away. Quite aware where it is, Kato, and then when he does find it, steers it to safety. Seiko Kato. 5 goals this season. He was their top scorer. Montedio, joint top scorer, I should say. He's caught up now with Della Torre since he's been out injured. Della Torre on the bench today. Due to that, the sports midfielder organising the defence. It's going to be a long throw from Fujiyama. 2 went for the same ball, and that was probably not on the script. Handa went for it, Kimura went for it, and Kimura got there first, and the 20-year-old youngster heads it behind for a corner. This goes Iguchi to take. Iguchi. Outside, but pressure on Montedio early on here. Half deep, straight into the arms of Goto, and quickly distributes. Kukabuk has a look up, tries to loft it over the goalkeeper, who gets fingertips to it. Well, that was very nearly a classic counter-attacking goal. Yoshiaki Arai has barely touched the ball so far. Just about got enough on that, didn't he? Saw the goalkeeper off his line. That's a good save. That was heading in. Beautiful lob by Kukabuk. Kukabuk with the corner. Handed away by Akita. Kanishi. Will filter away for a goal kick. Are in real good form at the moment. Of Vivara Nagasaki, Vivienne now 10 unbeaten in all competitions, and have just taken the lead in the game at the Mashida Gion Stadium against Mashida Zalvia. Did take a touch of the way through, by the way. It will be a corner. Junio with the goal there for VVN. Currently 6th. That's 5th rather. 6th against 5th that game. Big game that today. 1-0 to VVN. 0-0 here. It's a corner. It's deep. There were no takers. It's thrust back in again. Is it clean enough, Yamada, but it was just a bit too powerful. Montedio Yamagata. Loan from Yokohama F. Mariners. Some way wide, although I don't think it was a shot. It was more a cross. This hit from Yamazaki, knocked up by Kimura, chased by Desaro. Yamazaki. Kubu's come back over to the right-hand side again now for Montedio, and Teko Keto over to the left. They will swap. They are both predominantly left-sided players. To the channel. Kira Desaro. It's not a bad ball in, no one really in there. That's his job. Going on your own up front. You've got Kota Yamada just behind him. Goal kick. Yamada with the last touch. 14 minutes gone, 0-0. Vespa dropping like a stone in similar fashion to Blaublitz. Vespa could be in the relegation zone come the end of the day today. Bottom two are playing one another. Vespa lost 2-1 yesterday at Oita Trinita, who are up to 5th, 5 unbeaten. Sakagoto. It's it back from Zaki. Feet of Yamada. Handa. Kubu against the shins of the defender Akita. Strong start to this game, Blaublitz. Montedio settled in to their stride. The opening 15 minutes now behind us. Go back to early May for the last away win for Montedio. That was away at Tokiji. Very good defensively at home, just 12 conceded in 11. Montedio home, slightly more bang average. Shoulder more than hand. It's going to be another corner. Up towards the target of Teirashich. This is touted as a derby. There are 170 kilometres between the two. It's hardly a fierce rivalry. It's only the 4th time they've ever met in a league game. They met last season in J2 as well. Blaublitz have never beaten Montedio. A couple of cup meetings about 10 years ago were both comfortably won at home by Montedio in the Emperor's Cup in successive years. Could all change today though. And towards that near post, well, that was a bizarre sequence of events. The goalkeeper clawing it away. Go to his own defender. Glance back towards goal and into the side netting. Another corner. And quite a succession of corners in this first half so far, Blaublitz. Chance of the game so far for Montedio. What can they conjure up from this corner? Not a lot. Partially cleared. Defence does its work. Out wide again from Sheech. Flag is up. Foul by Kagure. And that's wide. Handball. Hand up. Zaki, Gotta. Montedio still have their eyes on the playoffs. They are, in fact, only 5 points ahead of today's hosts. Ahead of the relegation places. That's a ball over the top now. Was that a tug of the shirt on Kato? And if it was he the last man? The referee's reaching for his pocket. And it's a yellow when it could have theoretically easily have been a red against Kaito Chida. And that's the argument that's being put forward by the Montedio players. Now look here, he is the last man standing. He's pulled him back. There's no VAR, by the way, in the J2 League. He's got away with one there as Kaito Chida. That's a red card all day long and well into the nights. He's a very lucky man, Kaito Chida, and I think deep down he knows it. That should have been a red by the letter of the law. It was only a yellow. Now the assistant referee is speaking to the referee. It might change here, but it would be justice. I'm not saying that the game needs a red card, but that for me was a definite red. And I think he knows he's not quite out of the woods yet, Kaito Chida. The referee's coming back on. Is he going to change his actions, or is he going to stick with what he's done so far? He is listening to some instructions in his ear. Hoping he doesn't get called over. A look of concern. He's cancelled the yellow, and it is a red. That's the right decision. Never like to see a player sent off, but it was the last man. He hauled down Kaito, and it was a wrong decision by the referee to only give him a yellow. It should have been a red. And with the help of the fourth official and the assistant referee, that's exactly what has been dished out, and quite rightly so. Chida is off, and Blaublitz's horrible run of form isn't being helped by a red card, and it wasn't helped by a red card in the game in Montedio when they lost 5-1. That day it was the goalkeeper, this time it's the defender. You can look at that all day long. There's only ever one conclusion. He's got round him, he's slipped away, and he's hauled him back. Red card for Kaito Chida. And Blaublitz are going to have to play well over an hour of this game. A man short. Not good news for those fans who have gone a long time since seeing their team win. 11 matches since they last celebrated a 3-point haul. And the sending off of their defender Kaito Chida has made today's challenge all the more difficult. They're going to make a quick change. And it's going to be Sato to come off. And Koyanagi, who's dropped today, that comes on. Kato simply sacrificed. He'll leave Yoshida on his own up front in the 4-4-1. Unfortunate for Kato Sato. Into Hollyhock and also player replaced a recent signing from Venfore Kufu. Satsushi Koyanagi. And it must have been 5 minutes ago that this incident actually happened. And let's not beat the officials up because they ultimately got it right in the end. So we're 2-1 down in the early stages of the second half in the first meeting earlier this season in the ND Soft Stadium. They had the goalkeeper Yoshiaki Arai sent off. They lost it 5-1 in the end. They capitulated with 10 men. They've got even longer to capitulate with 10 men today. They've got to be organised. They can do without this one going in. She's standing over the ball. Over the wall, beautiful goal. Oh, that's splendid. You cannot place a free kick any better than that. And they've just rubbed salt into a rather painful wound of Montedio Yamagata. This is a sensational free kick. He didn't go for power, he just placed it. Look at that, it brushed the top corner of post and bar. It's as top corner as you can go. It's a sensational free kick. Very, very, very good. 1-0. And Kakubu, who very nearly lobbed the goalkeeper earlier on, forcing a good save from Yoshiaki Arai. Well, Arai could do absolutely nothing about that. That was sensational. Top draw free kick. The Blitzer really do have a mountain to climb now. It's only his second goal of the season. Shitaro Kakubu. Now they really are in control of this game. 6 without a win. A win today certainly helped their case. It would take them up to 36 points, potentially into the top 10. Certainly catch up Tokyo Verdy, who are not in action this weekend. Their match yesterday with Fukushima Votis cancelled because of COVID. On the clock. And today has a large army of travelling fans will be very happy with the way it's panned out. Keto. Okay, White, back to Keto again, gets the cross in. Trying to get on the end of it was Desaro, headed away. First of all by Shij, and then Akita helps it over the halfway line, but it's quickly back with Montedio. And defender on loan from FC Tokyo, Seiji Kimura. Had a bit part for Kyoto Sanga last season in their promotion from this division. Oh yes, we only played one match. Back off from Kanishi, a bit too clever, a bit too extravagant. Yoshida, that's what he's got to do a lot of, holding the ball up and hopefully pick off of scraps. He's going to be outnumbered. This time it was Fujita. They've got across. Shida, the lone striker. Backing off Sato. Felt that Yoshida's height would perhaps give them something. He's giving the ball away now though. Keto. Just over the halfway line as far as Akita. Nice clearance. Turned by Kenichi. Good in the air from Yamazaki. There's the goal scorer, Kakubu. Could have had two. Best chance of the game before the goal. Could be a chance for number two, and a steered in lovely from Kota Yamada. They had far too much time. They weren't quick enough to close him down, and he had time to get it onto that favoured left foot and just fire the ball past Yoshiaki Arai. Well, their biggest win this season was 5-1 when they beat Blaublitz Akita at home Montedio. And the way things are going here, it looks like they could be on their way to another thumping win. Great little interchange of debutant Akira Desara. With a lovely flicking side. Look how delightful that was. Look at the marking. They weren't quick enough in closing him down. Trying to get it onto the left foot and steer it powerfully beyond the goalkeeper, who didn't really move. Yoshiaki Arai sees the ball fly past him for the second time. And it's Blaublitz Akita 0, Montedio Yamagata 2. Splendid finish from Yamada for his fourth goal of the season. It's all going rather well for the visitors. It looks like that unbeaten record in this, in inverted commas, derby is going to continue. There's still an hour to play. They're 2-0 up, they have a man advantage, and you can't see any way back for Blaublitz at the moment. They started the game strong enough, but at the moment they're just hanging on in there. That was good play though from Shiich. Down the line, runs away from Yoshida. Football matches have turning points. The turning point was obviously the red card, but it was the right decision eventually. We'll run through for a goal kick. Watanabe has just made it 2-0 for Yokohama. Top two both won yesterday. Yokohama, if they win today, would go level with Albrecht's Nagata at the top. Nagata stayed top on goal difference. They're well on the way. They're 2-0 up now against Jeff United. left-hander. Two fullbacks for Montedio. Able to now get forward more. They do give it away. They seem to get it straight back. Kukubu there. Yamazaki. That's a great ball. Kukubu. He's opening the hand up. That's an intelligent ball. Running into the penalty area from the goal scorer of the second goal, Yamada. He's not giving it away, but he's worked hard to prevent Blaublitz from clearing the ball with ease. This was the goal again. Splendid finish. Lovely little interchange. Beautiful flick. This is the flick. How good was that? How inch perfect. Very well executed. Two good goals. 2-0, down to 10 men. What I don't want is another goal conceded this side of half-time, really, but Blaublitz. Remember, Montedio back from injury and on the bench. He'll get a run out at some point, I'm sure, today, the Brazilian. Saro's given him some firepower, that's for sure. Straight through for a goal kick from Ibuki Fujita. Here he is. Comfortable afternoon for the top two yesterday, a comfortable evening today for today and for the title chasing Yokohama. Yokohama chasing the title in J2. Leaders in J1 at the moment in the top division, clear leaders. Yokohama F Mariners. Yesterday to a 2-2 draw by Sagan Tosu. Last season's J2 champions Jubilo Iwato currently bottom. Sanga also promoted and also embroiled in a battle to survive. Huge. Big ask for Yoshida. Looking in complete control at the moment, Montedio. Kawhi. Beat Asano to get himself involved. Kukubu. Given away by Akita. Inaba. Kuyanagi. Release Kujure. Got it all under control at the moment. The defence of Montedio Yamagata. The Eagle Bees leading by 2-0. I'm looking for more. Some 1.5 matches in the league this season. Against Blaublitz that have scored no fewer than 7 goals. Popular chant from the football stands around the world of "Can we play you every week?" I feel as if it should be reverberating around the away end at the moment. It's really gone the way of Montedio in the last 15 minutes, 2 goals and a red card for Chida. And now they're just playing keep ball tormenting their hosts. 7.5 minutes to half time. Stand up. Akita again, Hander with the cross, very nearly found Yasuda. Don't go behind for a corner, no. So, cleared away from the tightest of angles by Kawai. Shirt pulled surely on. Defenders Wakaza's clearance, and she seemed to have his shirt pulled, but wasn't spotted by the referee. He didn't spot the red card, did he? Maybe his assistant help with that one. We'll get it right. Shooter. One man they are trying to use as a target. He's playing on the edge of his own penalty area. Everyone behind the ball, but they have been helped out on this occasion by the assistant referee's flag, and a free kick has been given to Blaublitz. Come again. Chases on for Yasuda. He won't get there first. Puts the pressure on. It's going to be a throw. EBA only won 3 home matches last season. They've already bettered that with 4 home wins this time around. They have won 3 and drawn 7 of their 14 away matches in J2 this season. Distance, which is cracked wide. There's a really interesting stat for you that's I think makes fascinating reading. Over the past 5 match days, not including this one, 55 J2 League matches have been played. Just 11 of those 55 have ended up with home victories. That's 20%. That's in the last 5 match days. 55 matches, only 11 home wins. And yesterday, 4 matches played, only 1 home win. Today, 4 matches being played, 5 matches now in fact. Only 1 team at home is currently winning. 22. Scrap the philosophy. There is such thing as a home advantage. Certainly no home advantage today for Blaublitz Akita. They're a man down, they're 2 goals down. Since that sending off, they've looked down and out. 2 very good goals, I have to say. That was a foul by Kimura. Again, it's not gone the way of Blaublitz. Remains 2-0. Away by Kuyanagi. It's one half time at the moment, 3 minutes away. You're joining us during this game just to clear up some confusion. The Blitz have changed their kit today. They're not away, they are at home. They've changed their kit because their light blue home kit was deemed a clash between the blue stripes here and the away kit of very light yellow. Montedio wear this season, so they've been forced to change. And Montedio wear their stripes. That is why. There's 1 or 2 people that I understand are a little bit confused. They are at home. As I just mentioned, only 11 wins in the last 55 J2 matches before this weekend. Home advantage doesn't count for anything. Long by Wakaza. Again, it's cleared. Quick reminder, we're live again on J.LEAGUE International YouTube Channel from Fukuda Genchi Stadium in Chiba. Next weekend as Sheffield United host Venfore Kufu in a match-up between two sides with playoff aspirations. That's next weekend. Kick-off 6 p.m. Japanese time. I hope you can join us then. Should be quite some match. It's next Saturday. Montedio Yamagata's playoff hopes have somewhat taken a boost. Hasn't had many touches of the ball in his debut, Akira Desaro, but I've been like to watch him with the involvement in the second goal. The flick was sensational. He's a player that should score goals at this level. I think you could team him up with Delatorre now he's fit again. We're wanting to get him on the pitch sooner rather than later to get some match fitness back after a few weeks out injured. Seconds left in the first half. There will be some added time, some considerable time added on, purely because of the lack of VAR. But they did get it right in the end. It's almost as if we did have VAR, wasn't it? Assistant referee spotted what the referee didn't. Got it absolutely right as well. Correcting the referee. The referee, in fairness to him, acknowledged it, taking the wise words of his officials alongside him. Decided to turn the yellow into a red just when Kato Chido thought he got away with it. And Montedio won the April meeting 5-1. And this 2-0. 70 kilometres distance between the two. I don't like to call it a derby. He comes across, and that could have easily been 3. Great delivery from Handa. He gets forward well. Kato arrived from the left-hand side. Good ball forward as well from Vegeta. Looks up, places it back. It's actually good defending by Akita to get there first. White. Opportunity for the young fullback to get forward now. Here he comes inside. He's predominantly right-footed. Ball coming up from Kato. Back inside. Vegeta knocks it past the first man. Too far ahead of himself. Handa. Vegeta again, wins it back. Ukubo's cross. Arriving was Yamada. It's behind for a goal kick. Only 3 minutes added on, by the way. Played 2 of those already. I think there might be more. Not an age between the incident that led to the red card and then the red card eventually being shown after overturning the yellow, and then the free kick hitting the back of the net. by Wakaza. Seems to always come back, but it brought a free kick hit. MEIJI YASUDA fouled from behind. Cleared away, and there is the half-time whistle. And a very comfortable first half for Montedio Yamagata. An early start from Blaublitz Akita was promising. Forced a few corners. And there was the lob from Shintaro Kakubu, which almost caught out Yoshiaki Arai. But then the turning point, Kaito Yoshida bringing down Taiko Kato. A yellow card was given. It should have been a red. The assistant referee and the fourth official quickly corrected the referee, Deo Matsumoto, who then showed a red from the free kick. Kakubu made it 1-0. And then Yamada, with a very smooth goal, made it 2. It seems all one-way traffic. Still 45 to go for the 10 men of Akita. They want this one to end soon. Blaublitz Akita 0. Montedio Yamagata 2 at half-time.
それではここで本日のマッチスポンサー AK システムの有識会社が応援しており、コロナ禍でありながら民謡など伝統芸能を取りして、日本有数のビッグタイムとして文化芸術の活動をされています。戦国史を主にミュージカルや手歌集、舞踊などさまざまな公演を行っております。一般社団法人マライザ代表理事の今村慎介さんよりご挨拶いただきます。今村様、よろしくお願いします。 さあ続いては今年4月3年ぶりに開催されます秋田の夏の風物詩関東をお楽しみいただきます。それでは早速秋田市関東協会の皆様よろしくお願いします。
A local derby of sorts. It hasn't gone particularly well for the home side. This was an early chance through the middle. The debutant quickly thwarted Desaro. A sign of things to come. Great ball forward from Kanishi. And this was the turning point of the match. Hauled down Kato. And eventually a red card shown to Kato Chida, having originally been shown a yellow, corrected by the assistant referee and the fourth official. It was the right decision from the free kick. Once Chida had left the field, Shintaro Kukubu obliged with the perfect free kick into the top corner. Can't hit them much better than that. Game turned on its head in a matter of minutes. Good free kick for that goal, but what about this? Yamada into the feet of Desaro. Look at that for a flick, and then Yamada given too much time onto his left foot, and then bang, 2-0. Surely now the game is beyond the 10 men of Blaublitz Akita. Fourth goal of the season for Yamada. Good finish, despite having three defenders around him. Looking good. Changes forced at half-time for the home side. So they look to get into this game. They've brought on change in attack. MEIJI Yasuda's taken off, and they've brought on the experienced Shota Aoki, who will lead the line. It's a 31-year-old with 2 goals this season, former Thespa and the UQ player. Be your bottom 2 tonight, Thespa and the UQ. No changes for Montedio. And lead by 2-0 at half-time. We're off and underway for the second half. Here's Yamada. Back to Kowai. Inside to Kanishi. Yamazaki. Haven't really been tested too often in this game so far at the back. Montedio leading comfortably by 2-0, as we said throughout the closing stages of the first half. The turning point was the red card, obviously. It was the right decision. It's an interesting ball. Kakubu with the pass from Kowai. Can't get the cross in. Fujita. This is Yamada. Tight and compact. Trying to take the ball off behind him, but that's a nice little reverse pass. Kanishi made the run into the box, and it's been cleared away for a corner. It has gone behind before the clearance from Inaba. Great reverse pass. Inaba comes in. I can tell from that replay. Cut off before the ball reached the line. Corner to be slung in by Yudai Konishi, former Gamba Osaka youngster. Towards the near post, and it was a glancing header from Riku Handa, but it flew over the top of the crossbar and for a goal kick. Bottom 2 are playing today. That game is 10 minutes shy of half-time. They're half an hour behind this one. The UQ, who are bottom 0, and Mia Ardija, who are also in the relegation zone, one off the bottom, 0. So it's 0-0 in that game. Good game at the bottom. Only 2 go down this year. 4 went down last year, which was a mighty scrap. I'm glad of that, because if there was 4 going down, Blaublitz Akita would be in real trouble. It's going to be 12 without a victory for Blaublitz. They are on the attack at the moment. The intended cross from Fujiyama is blocked. He wins a throw instead. Towards the penalty area, nudged away by Kimura. With a throw. Get a goal, you never know where it might lead. 2-0 isn't quite done and dusted. Fujiyama wants it back. Goal kick is given. Shota Miyake, 31-year-old, on as a sub at half-time, replacing Yoshida as the lone striker. Vegeta. It's good tracking back from Aoki. That's exactly why they brought him on. He's going to pester Montedio back line, which is something they just haven't done in the first half. They've won it back again. They're trying to play with some intensity at the moment. Through Yoiki. Back by Keto. Can't keep the ball at the moment. Montedio. Be careful, they're in the right mindset and that they don't come out for the second half thinking the game was already won. Challenge. To McCarthy. Akita. Cross to the goalkeeper. Yoshiaki, all right, not this time in the game. In the first meeting back in April that he was shown a red card early in the second half. Today Yamagata went on to win that one by 5-1. 2 goals from De La Torre, who is on the bench today, coming back from injury. Too powerful for Koei. Slightly sloppy start to the second half from Montedio Yamagata. And a good start from Blaublitz, rather like in the first half. They started that half well. Yama down the line. Shooty Yoka. Then they do get it back. Yamada. It's a foul from behind. Bringing down Desaro. Hand penalised. Just have been worthy of a yellow. Funny enough, apart from the red card, which was a yellow initially, of course, there has been no sign of a yellow card as such, apart from that incident. Wide from Kanishi. Hand up. Just joining us, the away side in the home strip have a 2-goal and 1-man advantage. They're looking for a third, which would essentially kill the game. It's driven towards goal. And it was a shot from Yamada, who's looking a real handful, a real menace. He's a good player, Yamada. And that shot took a deflection. It just spun beyond Taki Keto. Comes back out here. First time sizzling towards goal, but ends up going behind for a goal kick. Couldn't react quick enough. Taki Keto. Mistake at the back from Kimura, and he was rather fortunate as he rammed it against Aoki, deflected back and into the arms of Masaki Goto. Hand up. Shiba Zelvia in 6th against Rivada Nagasaki in 5th. That one's now 1-1. Next to an equaliser in the early stages of the second half from Nishida and through Shizuki Ota. 1-1 in that game. Two sides looking to cement their place in the playoffs. Certainly been better in the second half. Blaublitz, focal point of Shota Aoki, seems to have Defied the intensity somewhat in the early stages, but they started the first half very well. Came off of Aoki. Up towards the halfway line. And then up in the air from Noguchi. Fujita. Yamada. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Chance for three. Good save by the goalkeeper. Well, that was a real chance to finish it off. And Kowei, who continued his run from left back, was looking down into the eyes of the goalkeeper. His first goal of the season was on the cards. Makes that run, gets beyond the defender, comes inside an armour. It's a good save from the right. Kowei. Too short for Kanishi. Kimura. Forceful ball into the feet of Kowei. And Kimura. Yamazaki. Gone in the second half, just starting to settle themselves down into this game again. It's a great ball, trying to find the head of the runner, and the runner was Desaro. Good ball in from Kinishi, just got the right weight in it, and it comes across the defender. It's just too high for him. Might have been a little nudge in the back from Akita. Akita. Comes Go-To. Yeah, by Kato. Home side have it back again. Kukabuk. Away from Kimura wasn't a particularly good one. The chest of Kugura. That's a good ball in. Goalkeeper is in the right position. Go-To. Manages it well. Suddenly there's a breakaway. This is where they look dangerous. Hand up. Wide to Kukubu into the box and sliced up in the air and behind for a corner. By Kuyanagi. Kuyanagi, a recent signing from Vimfore Kufa. Travelling fans, only the 170 kilometres or so from the middle regions. It's a good ball in. That could have easily been 3-0. Attacking it was Fujita, couldn't quite get the touch, and it's hoisted away by Inaba. Kanishi. Kowei. Montedio leading here by 2-0 against struggling Blaublitz. We've gone 11 without a win. They're down to 10 men today, 2-0 down at home. It's looking like another defeat for them. Help through the middle. This comes to Fujita. And then the shot from Desaro, desperate for that goal on his debut. Started by the through ball from Kanishi into the feet of Yamada. Good block. Goal kick is given. is the moment. Yes, into the penalty area. Kenichi last. And this is the moment that the Montedio Yamagata fans have been waiting for. De La Torre, the 29-year-old Brazilian, is about to come on. 5 goals this season, joint top scorer. He was top scorer when he went out. And also bringing on Thiago Alves, Portuguese player who's got 4 goals himself. They've got good distribution of goals amongst this squad. Casado, it's a great ball in. Oh, he nearly found the head of Fujita. It's back out to Kowe. I feel that they're going to strengthen things by bringing those 2 players on. 2 very, very key players for Montedio. It's a good reverse. Now Kakube with a cross. Headed by Fujita, blocked well. He could kill the game off with a third. Great through ball. Fujita. And his ball through. Here is Hander again. Oh, and he's gone the way of Blaublitz. Here comes a change. Going to bring off Kakube, scored the first goal. And that was a brilliant goal as well, wasn't it? He's replaced like for like, really. This will go down the right-hand side. Louis is predominantly left. And the debut for Akira Desara does not bring a goal. He comes off with an assist. And he's replaced by De La Torre. Past the hour mark, 2-0. Montedio lead. And they're looking for more. Latori immediately down the middle, and he could be onto something here. Cross from his fellow substitute, Thiago Alves, almost inspired him to latch onto it, and it was good defending by Akita to block it at first. Knockings behind for a corner. There's going to be a double change from the home side. Next, Mikoti Fukuin, recently back from injury, back on the bench today, and Nikoye Inua are the 2 players that are ready to come on. Towards the near post, unorthodox De La Torre. And then thumped towards goal, but it was always rising from Kota Yamada and out for a goal kick. And here comes those changes for the home side. Kuchi's been very quiet in the midfield. And Shij coming off. 2 attack-minded players. So Fukuin will go in the middle. Naoki Inua down the right, down the left rather. Yuji Ogawa has taken his tally for the season in J2 up to 18, his 2nd goal of the evening. It's now 3-0 to Yokohama against Jeff United. And a quick reminder that we are covering Jeff United in the next live match next weekend. It's a foul. Right, Shota Aoki. Live again on the J.League International YouTube channel from the Fukuda Denshi Stadium in Chiba as Jeff United look to bounce back from that defeat this afternoon or this evening against Haifa and Yokohama. They host Venfore Kufu in a match-up between two sides with playoff aspirations. Kick-off next Saturday, 6 p.m. Japanese time right here. Hopefully we can count on you joining us for that one. Their home form has been something that they've wanted to address in recent weeks. It's been pretty poor on today, but they've been very good today. They've drawn the last 3 away. Seem to be stronger away at the moment than at home, but it's been a strong performance for them today. They've looked like a side capable of challenging for promotion, or at least a playoff place. Looks like they've found their mojo, and so too with Yokohama. They're going to be up joint top. They're now 4-0 up. Hasegawa has got in on the act with a goal. 4-0 they lead Jeff United Chiba in that game. Looks like a home win at the Mitsuzawa Stadium in Kanagawa. And off for a third. Montedio. Flag is up against De La Torre. He has made a little bit of a difference since coming on at half-time, Shota Aoki. He's given them a little bit of vibrance up the top. All the way back from Anaba to Arai. De La Torre, by the way, it's his first game since mid-June. He's been out for exactly a month with an injury. So the home side come close, but cigar on this occasion for Makoto Fukui. Ball in from Fujiyama. Glancing header just wide. Goalkeeper seemed to have it covered. Probably about as good as it's got so far for Blaublitz. Ball over the top, and De La Torre was latching onto it. No flag this time. He has actually only got one goal in his last 8. That was a 3-3 draw away at Watagrula Morioka. His last 2 goals been away from home. De La Torre. Point of the second half. Thiago Alves, Portuguese. Played in the extra class in Poland for Klavici. Piast Klavici. Keto's down at the moment. Not sure it's a serious injury, but the referee's asking for a stretcher. Not sure Kato's that keen on the stretcher. In terms of the next matches, Blaublitz go to relegation strugglers Amiya Ardija in a very big match next Saturday evening before hitting the road again the following Sunday away to Zvezdan. Montedio follow today's game with 2 home matches in successive weekends against strugglers Thespa and then Mashida Zalvia. Substitution sees Kato off with that knock. He's being replaced. Right. Kabayama. Yamada is off as well. Is on. Defending. Akita. Mopping up at the back. It's a fullback Kowei. Need to be on their toes. Montedio, there is still time for the improbable comeback. It's a cross in. It's a good header towards goal by Fujiyama, but it was comfortable for Goto. Suddenly the break is on down this left with Kabayama. Kunishi. Kabayama, 19-year-old. Making his debut on loan from the Mariners. Suzuki. Kabayama. Was a little bit behind Kabayama to make an immediate impact. Sold to Yokohama Mariners. He's been taken back on loan. He makes his debut for the second time around today, the 19-year-old. Bringing in 2 signings this week to freshen the squad up. And they've certainly looked freshened up, and De La Torre was almost on the end of a great through ball from Kunishi, who can do that to you. In fact, it wasn't Kunishi, I beg your pardon, it was Yamasaki. Great ball. De La Torre knows it. Could have easily been 3. Maybe if he was match fit, it might have been 3. Still got 18 minutes to add to their tally. Fujiyama with a throw. Powerfully headed away. Play for a throw. This time to Montedio Yamagata. The Eagle Bees leading here by 2-0. It's likely to see them make the leap back into the top 10. The live league table as things stand at the moment takes it up to 10th. It's been at a point of Jeff United Chiba, who are 4-0 down at Yokohama. First pass down the line. There's no one there to receive the pass from Anua. Kawhi needs a throw. Injury to Anaba. Still making the noise, Akita fans. Doesn't look as if their home form is going to get any better. Yamasaki. Panda. Something of a telegraph pass, really, to Kunishi. Cut out Bayanabe. One back again. Now the drive forward from the midfield. Good running from Kimura. Trying to spot Thiago Alves, who wins a corner. This will be the third successive home defeat without scoring for Blaublitz. Lost against Renufa Yamaguchi a couple of weeks ago. Prior to that, lost to Amir Ardija, who are currently in the bottom two. The last home win, ironically, was against high-flying Yokohama here in early May. She's going across to take this corner. Going for the short corner. Here it comes. From Kimura. It's dealt with. Fujita. 2-2 again. Kuwait. Again. There's a sub. Kanashi, Minami. Kawayama. And sort of byline. And he checks back. It's given away sloppily. Kuwait. Taking both the goal scorers off now. Montedio Yamagata. Still got Della Torre on the pitch with 5 goals this season. And Thiago Alves with 4. Yamada got his 4th of the season in the first half. Keto's got 5 as well, so share the goals around. It's been a good evening for them. Yama inside Minuna. Della Torre gets it back. Della Torre, and then one thing on his mind really, and that was a shot blocked away by Wakaza, and then a foul. Wakaza and Della Torre. It wasn't Della Torre, I beg your pardon. It was Handa that got back there. Della Torre just picked up the loose ball and said thank you very much, but it was a foul. Scoring 4 today, 4-0. Into the top 3. They've all won handsomely this weekend, 5-1, 4-0, 3-0. And they are pulling away. There's only 2 go up automatically. There's the lottery of the playoffs. So one of those 3 going to have to join in with 4th, 5th and 6th. Win today. And Montedio are into the top 10. 4 points shy of that 6th place final playoff position. Matchweek 27. 2 to play. We've got 15 games in which to close that deficit with the pressure on. They want to be hitting the form. There'll be a yellow card here, awaiting for Kabayama. First yellow card, apart from the red card in the first half. It's the first of the yellows. over 11 minutes plus injury time. Montedio Yamagata on their way to a victory, which gets their season somewhat back on track. Last touch. Striker Aoki rather than Yamazaki. A goal kick has been given. No real arguments from the experienced frontman. Early goal in the second half of the game, which is half an hour behind us here. Ryukyu or Bottom have taken the lead against one from Bottom, Amiya Adija, and a real six-pointer. It's Kanai. It's got the goal. A big goal it is too. Ryukyu 1, Amiya Adija 0. They will stay Bottom. Give them hope. Closing to within a point of Omiya, to within 5 points, sorry, within 1 point of survival, because Vespa and Omiya are both on 23. A victory today will put Ryukyu on 22. And right back in the mix. It's getting interesting down the bottom. Sorry, 28 points for Blaublitz. They're still not out of it. The mire at the bottom that they have got in the bag, which is something. It's been a long time since they last won. Wakaza. A bit high. Long beyond Kugure. Comes another change for the home side. It's the player coming on, and he replaces Kugure. Shota Iuka will probably shift out to the right-hand side. Ball forward at Nakamura. Couldn't quite connect originally, but he's still got the chance to get the cross in. Does get the cross in. Deep cross eludes everybody and it's out for a throw. Kabayama. Little step overs in towards the right foot. Fujiyama with the block. Coin with the clearance. Seiji Kimura is back there, but it's with the goalkeeper Goto. Rolled forward by Yamazaki. Handa. Galatore on the turn. Down goes Yoshiaki Arai to make a comfortable save to his left. First real sighting of goal for Della Torre. Swivels, doesn't get too much power on it, hits the target. Foul by Nakamura. Forearm into the neck of Kawai. You had the feeling that take an almighty turn of the tide to deny Montedio at half-time. We felt it was theirs to be won. As the towards goal from Kenichi almost comes through for Kabayama, but it's out for a throw. They haven't really done enough to turn this local derby of sorts on its head. Montedio Yamagata that have come the closest to adding to their 2-goal cushion at half-time. They're just over 5 minutes away from cementing 3 points, and that would take them back into the top 10 and back into the playoff picture. Had a pretty awful run of 6 without a win, and they'll need to go on a run. Got some catching up to do, but they've got time to do it. 15 games to go, as they call it, the business end of the season. Brought in 2 new faces this week. Klimovsky, the Australian coach, has freshened things up. How influential will those 2 new faces be? It's a good play. Nakamura tries the lob, but it was more of a back pass than a lob. It was an easy catch for Goto. It's not really happened for Blaublitz today. Been thoroughly licking wounds since the moment Chida was sent off. Right. Near up. Goalkeeper Goto. Take it on the chest by Wakaza. Foul by Wakaza. I think he hit him on the arm, and that's why free kick has been given. Camera zoomed in on Fukuoka, but it was Wakaza. Moving forward, Kawhi hits it. Oh, that was within a whisker of being 3. A curling effort from Yudai Kenichi. He only got the 1 goal this season. Midfield man whistled past the post with very little to spare. That was going in. That's right. Kabayama, he's fouled. It's going to be a yellow card. Persistent offending by Tatsushi Koyan Agi. He becomes an addition to the referee's cautions. To Kimura, Stellatori, Kabayama. He's got plenty to aim for. That's a good ball. Very nearly found hand up. And then a looping, deflected effort from Thiago Alves. Almost flew over the top of the goalkeeper Yoshiaki Arai, but he managed to grab it. And now they've got an attack at the other end. Nakamura into the penalty area. Turned into trouble. Kawhi stepped in and put it behind for a corner. They haven't scored in each of their last 2 home games, and today it will be a 3rd successive defeat without a goal at home. With the bottom sides winning games. The performance today of Blaublitz, you have to fear the worst. Back into the penalty area. And it needed a little bit of bravery from the on-rush Inanua. There's a good header across from Shota Aoki. There wasn't anyone there prepared to really put their all on the line. Blocked well by Nakamura, who's worked hard since coming on. Minami. Away. That's a good ball. Alves on the left-hand side this time. Tried to play it intricately into Della Torre. Got another chance now, Alves. The delivery was over the top of the head of Kabayama. Kabayama and Alves switching flanks for a moment. Didn't quite pay off. 3 minutes of added time, by the way, which we've just moved into. Vivian have gone and got a second goal. It's 5th against 6th. Rashida's Alvia 1, Vivara Nagasaki 2. Late goal in the 89th minute. Looks like it might well have won it for Vivara. Take VVN up to 4th in the table. Yeah, will do. Nakamura didn't really come to anything. Hander can clear. This is where they look dangerous. Kabayama. Down at the bottom two are playing. I can tell you there's an equaliser in that game for Amir Ardija. And level through Kikuchi's goal on the hour mark. Halfway through, 3 minutes of stoppage time here. We're live again on the J1 International YouTube channel from the Fukuda Denshi Stadium in Chiba. Next Saturday's Jeff United host Benfore Kufu, and a match-up between two sides with playoff aspirations. Kick-off 6 p.m. Japanese time. We hope you can join us for that one then. The derby has been won surely here as the lofted effort towards goal from a long way out from Fukui was fielded at a stretch, it has to be said, by Goto, but he keeps his clean sheet intact. Right on the halfway line, wasn't it? He had to stretch, but he had it all covered. Akita, in fact. Corner. And any goal now, it's probably just going to be a consolation. Here comes, goalkeeper came a long way. Kimura still got there before him and headed it away. And Montedio Yamagata. Well, moments away from victory. In a fixture that they've never lost. They did the double last season over Blaublitz. They're going to do the double again. A bit of pressure on the last couple of weeks. Peter Klamovski pushing the squad up this week, and this victory puts them back on track. There's still work to be done, but this is a step in the right direction for Montedio Yamagata, and a professional performance against the host team Blaublitz Akita, who have now gone 12 league matches without a victory and are plummeting towards a battle to stay in J2. First half goals from Kukubu and Yamada, two very good goals, seeing them to victory. Kaito Chido sent off in the turning point of the first half. He brought down Kaito rather. He was the last man. It was a yellow card which was turned into a red. It gives us the final score of Blaublitz Akita 0 and Montedio Yamagata 2. Have a good evening.
まずは8試合ぶりの勝利となりました。今の心境を聞かせてください。
ここ数試合、なかなか結果が出せずにチームとしてファン、サポーターだったりにいい結果を届けられなかったので、まず一つこういう勝利という形で終えれたことにほっとしてます。
ご自身のゴールシーン、ワンツーで受けてキーパーを冷静に見てのシュートだったように思います。改めて振り返っていただけますか。
自分らしさが出たというか、しっかりレレ君と連携で、中央を崩していって、シュート打つ時もしっかり相手の状態が見えて、股を通したのかな、多分それでしっかりキーパーの動きも見えてましたし、良かったかなと思います。
試合を通して相手の背後、裏に抜けるプレーが本当にうまくいっていたような印象を受けるんですが、チームで狙っていこうという意図はあったんでしょうか。
やっぱり自分たちの、ボールを保持しながらやっぱり相手の嫌なところをつくっていうのがここ数試合できてなかったので、そこは自分自身も味方の選手とうまく連携を取ってやれた部分も多かったと思いますし、これを継続していけたらいいかなと思います。
多くの山形サポーターが来ている前で久しぶりの勝利を届けられました。この勝ち点3の価値、重さどう感じてますか。
いや本当にウォーミングアップの時からたくさんの方がこういう状況に関わらず足を運んでくれてすごく力になりましたし、僕たち選手はそれに結果で応えるしかないので、まずは内容がどうこうというよりかはしっかり勝ち点3を取って山形に帰れるということで、本当にこのクラブにとってここからしっかりギアを上げていく一緒になったにしなきゃいけないかなという感じです。はい、
おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
駆けつけた多くのサポーターに届ける8試合ぶりの勝利となりました。喜びの声を聞かせてください。
First of all, the supporters are immense. The turnout that they gave the players, coming in numbers like they have, super supporters, and we wanted to get a few more goals for them tonight. But again, 3 points for them, and we'll go home and get ready for the next game.
まず本当に多くのサポーターがこの地に駆けつけてくれて、本当に選手たちに最高の応援をしてくれたと思いますし、本当に最高のサポーターだと思っております。もっと彼らにゴールを見せることができればよかったと思いますけれども、勝ち点3を取ったということで、これをホームに持ち帰って、次の準備をしていきたいと思っております。
前節を終えて監督から決定力不足というコメントもありましたが、後半3点目が欲しかったところもあると思うんですが、この試合の決定力いかがでしたか。
Yeah, listen, we created some good moments, and there's plenty of good things that we did, and there'll be some things that we can improve on, of course, which is important for us to continue to grow. We've got plenty of improvement in us, but importantly, we're creating chances, and tonight a third goal puts the game beyond doubt, and we'll probably get a few more goals, which would have been good for the supporters to send them home really, really happy.
まず自分たちの中でいい場面というものを作れていたところもあったと思いますし、よくできていた部分というのもあったと思います。もちろん重要なことはまだ改善点はあると思いますし、ここから先継続して成長し続けれればいいと思っております。重要なのは自分たちがチャンスを作ることはできていましたけれども、ここで3点目を決めることができたら、もっと多くの複数のゴールにつながったかもしれないと思っております。
おめでとうございます。まずは今の心境を聞かせていただけますか。
悔しい気持ちでいっぱいです。勝てなくて申し訳なかったです。
10人で70分以上戦うということになりましたが、最後まで粘り強く、そしてチャンスも演出しました。そのあたり選手の姿勢はいかがでしたか。
一切のブレなく魂がこもった70分だったと思います。
ただ先制されたシーンもそうなんですが、裏に抜けるパスというのをやや多く見られたような気がしますが、そのあたりの守り方としてはどんな意識が必要だったでしょうか。
前から奪いに行けば背後が空く、そこを突き詰めて守れるように日々努力するのみだと思います。
非常に苦しい難しいシーズンに入っていますが、ここから抜け出すためには今後どんなところを修正、またはどんなところをより磨きをかけていきたいですか。
一切のブレなく日々を大切に、目の前に迫ってくる試合を大切に、チームみんなで努力を積み上げていきたいです。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。